Hi, hello.
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
The only presentation es una especial para ustedes. Feel lucky. Okay, so this is what we are going to do today. We are going to practice speaking. Yes, we're gonna go back to the speaking section on Unit 3 because we have to skip that section. So we're gonna work on that, and we are gonna work with some adjectives. Van a salir con los adjectives. So because if you remember, Unit 3 is about stories. And the speaking section on Unit 3 is about storytelling. Yes? We need to take into account that when you write a story, do you think that you tell it the same way that you speak? Like when you write a story, is it the same that when you tell it?
No.
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 No. Maybe when you tell a story, you need to necesitamos to spice things up, right?
Yes.
Yes. So here I found a video, para que les comparto el sonido. He is called John Mulaney. John Mulaney, and he apparently is a stand-up artist. Do you know him?
Yes.
No.
His
No.
face is
No.
very familiar to me, but I don't know where I know him from. And there is a series on YouTube that's called Netflix is a Joke, which is very funny. If you want to look it up, if you are bored one day and you don't know what to do and you feel like hearing interesting things, this series has different artists that do stand-up comedy. So today we're gonna hear John Mulaney tell a story that is about bullying, and it says here, "I am a tiger mom." So let's hear what he has to say.
When I was in grade school, I was bullied for being Asian American. And the biggest problem with that is that I am not Asian American. But when I was younger, and this is absolutely true, people thought that I might be Asian American. I have pretty thin eyes. I had very thin eyes when I was a little kid, and I had straight black hair that I wore in a bowl cut. And from the ages of 3 to 8, people thought that I might be a young Chinese person. On the first day that he met me, the guy that is now my best friend, he met me the first day of kindergarten. He went home that night and said, "Papa, today I met a boy with no eyes." And that was me. Kids would make fun of me in middle school. Kids would call me a Chinaman, which of the racial slurs has got to be the laziest. That is just pushing two words together. No work was done there. It was very confusing to me because I'm not Chinese. No one in my family is remotely Asian. I mean, we take our shoes off when we come inside, but that was more of a carpeting thing than anything else. Here's how bad it got, though. I remember when I was in junior high, we had this music appreciation class that we never appreciated. And they took us to hear some classical music once at a symphony orchestra. So we go to a symphony orchestra. In one of these classical pieces, there's a moment where they bang a gong. And every time they banged the gong, all the kids sitting in front of me would stand up, turn to me, and bow like that. Which is some racist-ass bullshit, but also incredibly well coordinated for a group of 13-year-olds. 13-year-olds are the meanest people in the world. They terrify me to this day. If I'm on the street on like a Friday at 3 p.m. and I see a group of 8th graders on one side of the street, I will cross to the other side of the street because 8th graders will make fun of you, but in an accurate way. They will get to the thing that you don't like about you. They don't even need to look at you for long. They'll just be like, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha. Hey, look at that high-waisted man. He got feminine hips. And I'm like, no, that's the thing I'm sensitive about. When I was a boy, I was also confused with a woman sometimes over the phone, because before I went through puberty, I had a voice like a little flute. I was once on the telephone with Blockbuster Video, which is a very old-fashioned sentence. And it is. I was on the telephone with Blockbuster Video. That's like when your grandma would be like, we'd all go play jacks down at the soda fountain. You're like, no one knows what you're talking about, you idiot. You know how you talk to your grandma? So I was on the phone with Blockbuster. I'd called them a couple of times in one day to ask about a movie. And I called for a third time. I said, hey, yeah, I was just calling to see if you had Addams Family Values yet. And the guy at Blockbuster went, hey, lady, I'll tell you when we get Addams Family Values. But look, I wasn't offended as a boy being confused with a lady. I was offended as a lady who was getting pushed around by this chauvinist asshole that works at Blockbuster Video, talking to me like I'm some floozy. I am a proud Asian American woman, and you will treat me with respect. I am a tiger mom.
Okay. Oh. So, what do you think about his ideas? What do you think about his way of telling story? Could you understand? I mean, he speaks fast, but in a way, he's very physical when he's telling the story, right? So even though you may not get everything, you still get a sense of what he's saying. So what is he talking? What did he talk about?
The people confuse him in the no sé cómo es.
In
¿Cómo lo
school.
trata?
Mhm. Right.
Ay, Dios, no sabe decirlo.
First of all, did you like the video?
Yes, it's so
Yeah, I
funny.
think it's very funny. Okay. So he tells story from his childhood. And he said that in school, people confused him for
An Asian.
an Asian kid. And was he an Asian kid?
No.
No, he's not. He's not Asian American. He's just, that's his face, and people confused him with an Asian American. Then he tells a little story about music class when people, did you understand that part? It had very specific vocabulary.
Which part?
The part about the music class.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that people played a gong and then all the kids would bow to him because they thought he was Chinese. Yes? And then they when he was little, a person from Blockbuster. Do you know Blockbuster?
No.
That is why I was laughing and probably you weren't. Because that's before Netflix. We used to rent videos on a thing.
Antes de Netflix.
Antes de
Vos ibas
Netflix.
a y tipo rentabas las pelis ahí y te las llevabas a casa.
Right. So one of the most popular ones was Blockbuster. I remember renting movies from Blockbuster. I remember renting Shrek from Blockbuster. That's how old I am. And he rented a movie, and the person on the phone confused him for a what?
A lady.
A little lady. And he ends the story saying, I am a proud Asian American woman, which he's not, clearly, right? So, do you think that he's good at telling stories?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you think he's good? What do you think makes him good?
Because he tell the story very good.
Good. He's good. I think that he's very physical. Yes.
Yes.
He performs the story. He makes all the voices. Good. So I wanted to show you this video for you to get an idea on how to tell a good story. Of course, I will not expect you to start shouting and doing all the things that he does, because he does that for a living. Yes, ese es su trabajo. No, ustedes no tienen que hacer eso. So we're gonna focus on the section, and we're gonna tell stories today. Go to page 39 on your book. Ay, me está vibrando el chat. Let's see. Miss, I am here. Oh, hi, Juaco. Here, this is the speaking section. Yes. We're gonna start with exercise 2. Did someone say miss? Oh. Okay, so we're gonna go to exercise 2.
Miss?
See.
What page?
39, I think. Yes, page 39 on the book. Okay, so first we will take a look at the pictures. Here we have, what do you think this series of pictures is about? It looks like a party. And one girl is wearing a crown. So, what kind of party is this?
What page?
39, 39. Sí, esperen que lo abra yo también. Okay, so we have this series of pictures. Yes, exercise 3. What kind of party do you think this is?
A birthday?
It looks like a birthday. Yes, and what happened to this girl?
She throw up all the...
Yeah, she made a mess out of everything. So we will hear her, vamos a escuchar la historia, and you will have to complete the sentences with these expressions. So there are 2 blank spaces in which you have to complete with these 2 verbs, right? So didn't know plus was wearing, flew plus landed, pulled plus was moving, took, where, was chatting, and were all enjoying. So again, this is a story. We have 5 sentences and we will hear what happened.
This is a true story that happened to me last year. It was my friend's birthday party and we were at a pizza place. Everyone was chatting and we were all enjoying our food. I was sitting in the corner and there wasn't much space, so I was right up against the table. Then I wanted to get something from my bag, so I stood up and pushed my chair back. But I didn't know the tablecloth was stuck on the belt I was wearing. Can you imagine what I did after that? I pulled everything off the table when I was moving from my seat. Suddenly, a pizza flew up and landed on my friend's face. And it was her birthday. There was food everywhere. Then, a boy at the next table took a photo. Seconds later, we were all over social media. In the end, we all went home early. When I think back to what happened, I feel embarrassed, but I've laughed about it with all my friends.
Okay, could you complete the sentences or do you need to hear it one more time?
One more time.
She speaks fast, right? One more time.
This is a true story that happened to me last...
Sí.
En esa parte, o sea, para completar con los verbos, están, viste que tienen el más.
Right. Tienes que poner the first one in the first blank space and the second one in the second blank space.
Yes. Thank you, Miss.
Ya están conjugados y todo.
Yes.
year. It was my friend's birthday party and we were at a pizza place. Everyone was chatting and we were all enjoying our food. I was sitting in the corner and there wasn't much space, so I was right up against the table. Then I wanted to get something from my bag, so I stood up and pushed my chair back. But I didn't know the tablecloth was stuck on the belt I was wearing. Can you imagine what I did after that? I pulled everything off the table when I was moving from my seat. Suddenly, a pizza flew up and landed on my friend's face. And it was her birthday. There was food everywhere. Then, a boy at the next table took a photo. Seconds later, we were all over social media. In the end, we all went home early. When I think back to what happened, I feel embarrassed, but I've laughed about it with all my friends.
Okay. Poor girl. That's very embarrassing, actually. So, what happened to her? It was my friend's birthday party, and we were at a pizza place. Everyone
was
chatting and we
were all
all
enjoying.
good. So everyone was chatting and we were all enjoying our food. Hasta ahora todo normal en el cumpleaños. But then, what happened? I
didn't know.
I didn't know that. What is the tablecloth?
Until
Right. El mantel was stuck on the belt, like the picture here. So the tablecloth was stuck on the belt, and on the belt I
Pulled.
I was
wearing. Very good. So what happened? I
pulled
pulled everything
pulled everything off the
when
table when I was
When
moving from my seat. Good. Suddenly, a pizza
flew
flew up, salió volando, and landed on my friend's face. Ugh. Then, a boy on the next table
took
took a photo. Seconds later, we
were
were all over social media. That's a mean boy. Pobre.
Can you repeat
Yes.
number 3 and number 4?
Yeah, number 3, there on the screen. I pulled everything off the table when I was moving. And number 4, a pizza flew up and landed on my friend's face.
Okay.
Okay. Now, let's go to the useful language section. I tengo alguien en el chat. Yes, go to the bathroom. Exercise 4. Here we have some useful language on telling stories, right? So, we know that the story has this introduction and then a climax and then it falls down. So, when you start telling a story, you can say something like, this is a story about blah, blah, blah. I am going to tell you about blah, blah, blah. About something funny. This is a true story that happened to me when blah, blah, blah. So those are ways to introduce the story. Then, when you want to talk about the actions, you say suddenly, or soon after that, or then, a little later, in the end. Those are all connectors to link the actions. And this is when you start, this is what is different from stories that are written. So now you need to include the listener, yes? Because you're telling a story to an audience, and most of the time the people are there, yes? And you need to include them. So you say things like, and what do you think happened? Can you imagine what I did after that? Can you guess what happened? So in that way, I mean, the people are not going to listen. Yes, I know. I think I know what happened. But they feel like they are included. So you need to include the listener. And then you need to say what I remember. So when I think back on what happened, after what happened, yes, you need to include all of these actions. So we're going to hear another example, and then you will tell me, we will hear to a boy telling a story, and you will tell me which of these sentences he uses. So let's hear.
I'm going to tell you about something funny that happened on a plane. I was travelling with my mum to Sydney to visit my aunt. While I was looking for my seat, I noticed a boy my age a few rows in front. We both had dark hair and were wearing jeans and a top. He was travelling with his mum too. During the flight, my mum went to sleep while I was watching a video. Suddenly, she woke up and went to the bathroom. A little later, someone sat down next to me. It was the other teenager's mum. Can you guess what happened next? She told me I was a really good kid and that she was very proud of me. I started to laugh, but I kept my head down. In the end, my mum came back and the lady realised her mistake. She was really embarrassed. After what happened, I often tell my mum to be proud of me, just like the lady on the plane.
Okay, he's kind of Scottish. So, which sentences does he use?
I'm
Can
going
you
to tell
guess
you about
what
some
happened next?
Yes,
Mhm.
story.
Good.
in the end.
Actions.
So he starts with, I'm going to tell you about something funny. When he gets to the actions, he says,
In the end.
In the end,
suddenly, then,
A little
Good.
later.
A little
a
late.
little later, good,
30 minutes in the end.
in the end. Usa todas. Good. And then, when he wants to include the listener, what does he say?
what
What
Can you guess?
you guess what happened next?
Can you guess what happened next? Good. And here, when he thinks about this story, he links in a way the story to the present. So he says,
After what happened?
after what happened, now I tell my mother something. I don't know what he says. Okay, so that is a good example on how to include all of these elements. Any questions here?
No.
No. And before we move on, I want you to, no vamos a hacer más ejercicios, no vamos a hacer the exercise 7, but I want you to bear in mind the idea of shine. Yes, they are tips to help you shine when telling a story. This is an acronym. Yes, do you know what acronym means?
No.
Each word, so we say shine, and each letter stands for something.
Like Osasco.
Like Osascom.
Eso.
It is like Osascom. So remember to shine when telling a story. What is this? You need to say what your story is about. You need to help the listener follow the action. So something that is easy to follow. Interest the audience. Hagamos que no se queden dormidos. And to interest the audience, you can include direct questions. Les podemos hacer preguntas a la audiencia, como las que vimos recién. Never sound bored or look at the floor. Imagine if you sound bored, then the people are going to say, bah, bah. That is what they're going to say. And lastly, end with what you remember from the experience. So those are some tips to shine when telling a story. Yes? Now, we will move on to the handout. Hay algunos ejercicios.
Okay.
I will give me a second. A ver, ya leí la página. Page 27, página 27.
Miss,
Yes,
¿cuál es la página?
27. Okay, vamos a empezar in exercise number 1. We need to complete the sentences. You can use, we need to complete the sentences that we can use when telling a story. And there are 2 words or phrases that we do not need. So let's see. Delphi, can you do number 1?
Yes. This is a story about my brother.
This is a story about my brother. So this is an introduction. Yes, we need to say what the story is about. Now,
Miss, can I do the second?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you about something funny that I saw last week.
Good. This is another introduction. I am going to tell you about something funny I saw last week. Very good. Number 3.
Can I do it, Miss?
Yes.
This is a true story that happened to me when I was playing football once.
This is a true story that happened to me when I was playing football once. Very good. Number 4. Lara.
Okay, when I think back to what happened, I can't believe how lucky I was.
Good. When I think back, what is to think back?
Volver a pensar.
Right, to remember. So when I remember what happened, I can't believe how lucky I was. Very good. And the last one?
Miss, I can do.
Yes.
After what happened, I always been careful about where I leave my phone.
After what happened, I have always been careful about where I leave my phone. Very good. Okay, do you need a second here?
Yes.
Okay, let's go to this exercise number 2. Here we need to match. We have the beginning of 3 questions and the ending of 3 questions. We'll do this all together because it's easy. So, number 1 says, what do you
think happening next?
Good. So letter D. What do you think happened next? Can you imagine
What I did
after that?
what I did after that? And the last one. Can you guess what
Happening next.
Happens next. Very good. Nos quedó flotando la C, que dice imagine it. ¿Qué podríamos decir? Imaginemos la primera parte de esta pregunta. ¿Cómo podría ser?
Can you
imagine it?
Can you imagine it?
imagine it?
¿Se lo imaginan? Very good. And let's see. Ahí vamos a mover esto. There. Okay. This one is again about the expressions. So you have some clues here, and then you need to complete with the correct word or words in this case, for example. So let's see. Rena, can you do number one?
I do, miss.
Oh, yes.
¿Lo leo, o sea, la oración y después completo
Yes.
o solo completo?
¿Cómo prefieres?
I noticed that everyone was looking at me. Suddenly.
Suddenly, I noticed that everyone was looking at me. Very good. Number two. ¿Quién me había pedido recién?
No, justo estaba por pedir yo, pero justo me
Ah, okay. So let's see. Juan Ignacio. Or not. Bueno. Veamos, Agus.
Can I do it?
Yes.
Then I realized my mistake.
Then I realized my mistake. Very good. Now,
What is the meaning of realize?
realize when you finally understand something. Me di cuenta. Okay, Agus, number 3.
Miss,
Yes.
salí de la reunión porque no se me escucha.
Ah, ok. Bueno, la próxima la haces vos, ¿querés?
Bueno,
Ok, Agus.
Soon after that, I got a message on my phone.
Soon after that, I got a message. Very good. Ahora sí, Juan.
little.
A little later, parece un trabalenguas, right? A little later, the teacher asked to speak to me.
Miss, can I do it?
Yes,
Amparo?
yes.
Okay. In the end, everything was fine.
In the end, everything was fine. Very good. So those are some of the expressions that we can... Do you need a minute?
Yes.
No. Miss,
Yes.
today we finished the unit 3.
Yes, if you remember, we were starting with Unit 4 already. Ya habíamos empezado con la unidad 4. Simplemente quería volver para que hagamos un ejercicio de hablar today, porque no nos había quedado sin hacer este. La clase que viene ya seguimos con la unidad 4. ¿Se acuerdan que hicimos un reading la clase pasada? La clase que viene volvemos. Okay. Now, we were working on this page and ahora vamos a hacer una actividad en donde ustedes van a hacer las producciones. So, vamos a skipear toda esta parte. And let's look at the picture. Voy a mostrarles una imagen. We have this
Which
picture
exercise?
here. This is exercise 6 and 7. Yes? We have...
Okay.
What is this happening? What is happening here? This is a classroom.
The teacher look the student who have a cell phone in class
Mhm.
using the cell phone.
Yes. Does he look happy?
No.
No,
No.
he doesn't. And the student, does she look happy?
No.
No. All the
Yes.
other people look happy. They are están muy contentos de verla estresada la amiga. Okay. So,
Yes.
with this in mind, we have, no, not this. We have this. Carla was in her English class. She wasn't listening carefully to the teacher because she was texting a friend. Now, lo que vamos a hacer, en vez de decir Carla was in an English class, quiero que ustedes me cuenten una historia, como las que estuve, con todas las expresiones que estuvimos viendo, bien divertida, nada más que en vez de decir Carla, digan I was in an English class, o today I'm going to tell you a story about the time that I wrote a novel in my English class. For example, you say, I was doing blah, 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 and suddenly blah, 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 and can you believe what happened? Blah, blah, blah. Yes? So, you're not going to tell it in the third person, lo vamos a contar en primera persona, and you will have a couple of minutes, vamos a trabajar en grupos, en los grupos de siempre, ¿les parece?
Yes.
Bien, vamos
Sí,
a trabajar en grupitos y después pasamos y vamos a escuchar las historias, bien, con todo el peripipi. Yes. Any questions?
No.
We have to write the conversation.
La idea no es que lo lean, sino que nos cuenten. Pero pueden escribir expresiones o ideas clave, pueden tener notas para que, si se animan con la cámara a hacer como contarnos como yo estoy hablando ahora, sería mucho mejor. Así de paso también nos vemos un poco las caras, ¿no? Porque ustedes, sí.
¿Nos vas a separar en las llamadas?
Yes.
Ok.
¿Lo prefieren así? Yo porque me parece más cómodo.
Gracias.
Yes. Entonces eso, les doy, tenemos un montón de tiempo, la idea es que nos divirtamos, de nuevo, esta es otra de esas clases relax, que nos divirtamos, que seamos creativos, y como les digo, si se animan después con el... es más, si quieren contarlo en grupo, si quieren decir we were on an English class y nos pasó a las 3, o a las 4, o a quienes sean, y si se animan con la cámara, mucho mejor, porque vemos que son bastante expresivas estas cosas. Y después vamos a escuchar la historia original y vamos a comparar cuál es más divertida, cuál es más original, si la de ustedes o la historia original.
¿A qué hora tenemos?
No sé cuánto tiempo será, a ver, para que tengamos tiempo de escuchar bien. ¿Hasta las 40 les parece?
Yes.
Yes.
Tenemos que hacer una historia con las expresiones que aprendimos hoy en primera persona.
Sí, en primera persona o en tercera o en plural, digamos, primera persona singular o plural, y cuentan qué pasó en esta English class when you were using your phone. Esa es la idea. Estabas in your English class, no le estabas prestando atención al profe, and you were texting a friend. And what happened? ¿Qué puede haber pasado? Imagino que nunca en la vida han usado el celular en clase, jamás.
No, never.
Never. Bueno, la imagen esta está en la página 27 del handout y las expresiones están en el book en la 39. O acá también están bastantes, la verdad. Así que, ¿ustedes se acuerdan cómo eran los grupos?
Yes. Sí.
Yes. Bueno, a ver, veamos. I need help then. We need 4 sessions.
El primero era Ampi, Wada, Valen y bueno, y yo.
Ampi. And, ¿dónde está Wada? Wada, Valen, and yo es Rena, right?
Y Rena.
Good.
Yes.
Sesión, bueno, se llaman sesión de grupo pequeño 1. Sesión de grupo pequeño 2. Tenemos varones acá.
Juani,
Era-
Ginés y Tome R.
Más.
Yo, Juan y Tom.
Juani y Ginés. Juani, Tommy y Ginés.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Number 3, we had girls again, so las Meshis and
Yes.
Galaxy, o sea,
Yes.
Kiara.
Yes.
¿Y alguien más? O
No, estaba Marty,
Martina,
pero...
pero no es.
estaba Marty.
Y después
Ah.
era...
Y el otro es los chicos que me quedan también, que son Agus, Fede y Joaco. ¿Yes?
Yes.
Bien. No voy a entrar a molestarlos ahora porque me parece que ya quedó claro, pero me pueden llamar. Remember that you can call me at any times. Any questions? ¿Algo que quieran preguntar antes de arrancar?
No, nothing.
No. Bueno, cualquier cosa, si tengo algo para agregar, les mando ese mensaje grupal, me pueden llamar. Y si no, a las 40 los traigo y contamos las historias. ¿Ok?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get to work. Y ahí les debe haber llegado la sesión. All right. Estamos todos ya. We're all here. All right. So, how did it go? ¿Cómo les fue? ¿Qué tal les pareció?
Bien, bien.
Bien.
Yes.
Okay. Could you make up a story?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Was it based on personal experience?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, who wants to begin? Group number 1, ¿se animan?
Yes.
Sí, pero no tenemos quien lo lea. O sea, yo lo leería, pero como estoy en celu, se me complica verlo. No lo escribí.
I can read.
¿Te animas a poner la cámara, Ampi? O si te sentís incómoda, no.
Sí, pero lo leo desde el celu.
Ok. Oh, hi.
No sé si se escucha, Amy.
Sí, yo por lo menos escucho bien, no sé el resto.
Yes.
Great.
Story about me. Suddenly, I didn't study much because I had my aunt's birthday yesterday and I couldn't study. In the test, I didn't remember anything. I think copy the results that were in the cell phone. Can you imagine I did after that? The miss take me away my cell phone and in the end, the miss said you have do the other text, but this is more difficult.
Oh, that happened actually to you?
No, a la Wada le pasó.
A la Wada? Oh, that's so bad. Well, at least she didn't fail the exam, right? Ni le pusieron amonestaciones ni nada de eso.
I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. Okay, very good. That was very good. So that didn't happen to Carla, but okay, very good. So, what about group number 2?
Mira, había que poner lo que te pasó a vos porque nosotros metimos.
No, no necesariamente. Podía ser, pero podía no ser. Ok, ¿quién nos va a ilustrar lo que pasó? En este grupo teníamos a Tommy, Ginés, right? Y Juani.
Juani.
Ok. ¿Se anima alguien a poner la cámara? Si no se animan, it's okay. A contarnos. Oh, come on. ¿Elijo yo?
Bueno, leo yo.
A ver, Tommy.
Pero no voy a prender la cámara.
Bueno.
Ok. We were about to go to the break, but we couldn't because all the students and our teacher stayed playing Pac-Man. And when the principal discovered us instead of get angry, as he came to play with us when no puse cualquier cosa. Bueno, la sigo como puedo.
All right. Improvise.
To play with us and no, creo que termina ahí. A ver.
A ver.
We were about to go to the. We were in geography class, and when the class finished, we were to the break, but we weren't. No, estoy mandando cualquier.
A ver, ¿alguno de los compañeros que salga al rescate? ¿Cómo es la historia? You were in geography, and then what happened? Juani, Ginés.
Es que no sé cómo decirlo en inglés en realidad, pues sea lo sé en español, pero en inglés no.
A ver, try.
Pero
vamos de
digo
una
en inglés.
acción.
Ok. Es que tampoco la sé muy bien, Miss. Así como termina, más o menos.
Ok, improvise.
Ok. They go to the direction, ¿cómo se dice?
The principal's office.
The principal office,
Uh-huh.
and the director play Pac-Man with they.
Okay, so the story is you were in class using the phone. And then when you got caught, you got sent to the principal's office, but instead of being told off, the principal started playing with you.
Yes, algo así.
Yes, no?
Que no sé cómo decirlo en inglés.
A ver, cuéntanos en castellano.
Y era que terminaba la clase de geografía, empezó el recreo, pero en vez de ir al recreo, todos los alumnos se quedan jugando con el profesor y después llega el director y en vez de retarlos o echarlos o algo, se queda jugando con ellos.
Okay, so a question. When are you allowed to use your cell phones on the break? En la escuela, ¿les dejan usar el celular?
No.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yes,
I wasn't allowed. That's why I'm asking. But that was many years ago.
No, sí nos dejan tenerlo, pero en la hora de clases depende, porque hay a veces que nos hacen hacer actividades para buscar, pero en el recreo se lo puedes tener.
Okay. So that's a good one. I like your story, guys. I would have included more PDPP with and you know what happened and suddenly para darle un poquito de emoción. To make it unexpected. But it's a good story. I like it. Good. Now, the next group number 3.
Miss, antes de empezar, usamos una palabra y no sabemos si está bien en la oración, que dice the teacher relayed.
No digas eso, soy... No lo digas.
What?
Relayed.
Relayed? No, de nuevo, por favor.
Yes.
To mean?
Apoyar.
Yes, to rely on.
De eso después te
Okay.
¿Se anima alguna a mostrar la cámara?
No.
You know, I see that you have faces. I feel intimidated and I'm the only one showing mine. Me siento intimidada, que son todos nombres en la pantalla ustedes. Okay, who's gonna tell the story?
Las tres.
Las tres. All right, I like that. Let's hear.
Miss, yo fui la única que lo aprendí.
Sí, la verdad, Ampi, te lo agradezco, tenés puntos extra en mi corazón. Ah, no, mentira. Okay.
Okay. I was in my English class. I wasn't listening careful to the teacher because I was texting my friend. A little later, the teacher saw me using my phone, and you can imagine what happened next. The teacher said to me,
"What are you doing with the cell phone in my class?"
And I told to him,
I was chatting with my friend.
And he said,
"Please come here and read what are you talking about with your friend."
Well, I started to read the conversation.
The teacher relied in the board and it fell on him.
All the people start to laugh and suddenly all the class start to sing
and all the people started to scream. Yes, the class finished.
Oh my God, that's savage. That is savage. I like it. I liked your interpretation a lot. Me gustó eso que dividieran en personajes. That's very creative. What were they singing? ¿Qué le cantaban?
Dios, onda, de que le estaban por cantar una canción, pero luego nos arrepentimos y pusimos que estaban gritando que la clase había terminado.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I like it a lot. I remember that in my school, teachers didn't fall, but when you open, you had the blackboard, and when you opened it, a lot of pieces of chalk, the tiza, fell out because during the year, all my classmates would put pieces of chalk behind the blackboard. Entonces al final del año a veces los profes se apoyaban y caían tizas al piso.
Ay, hubo un año que una profe estaba hablando y se apoyó en una puerta que estaba medio abierta y se cayó y empezó hablando de que cuando era chica patinaba o cosas así.
You always have those teachers that spend hours talking about their personal life and you're like half happy because you don't have the class and then half annoyed because I don't care. Okay, yes. And then we have one last group. And we have Agus and Joaco and Fede. Se anima, come on, one of the guys to show your face, your beautiful faces. Oh, hi. Hi, Joaco. Let's hear your story.
I will tell you a story that happened to me last year. I was in an English class. When the teacher was talking about the new unit, I decided to watch a football game. Suddenly, I saw the teacher in front of me. He said, "How is the game going?" And I said, "Oh, I think that you will nag me. There is going 3-0 winning Instituto." And he said, "Okay." He went to her desk. He put me 5 sanctions and he said me, "Go to the principal office."
That's a sad story. That's a sad ending. Very good, Joaco. Thank you. So, in the end, at least, did your favorite team win? Al menos ganó el equipo que quería. ¿O perdieron?
But Miss, isn't a real story.
Is that a real story?
No.
Oh, okay. Bueno, those were good. Thank you very much, guys. Now, we will listen to what actually happened to Carla in her English class, and let's see which one of the 5 stories is the best one. So let's see. Quiero ver si está el compartir sonido. Here.
Carla was in her English class. She wasn't listening carefully to the teacher because she was texting her friend. Suddenly, the teacher asked her to read something. Carla started reading from her book, but everyone laughed and the teacher looked angry. Then Carla realized her mistake. She was reading from her history book instead of her English book. She was really embarrassed.
Okay, so what happened to Carla?
Can you
play it again?
Yes.
Carla was in her English class. She wasn't listening carefully to the teacher because she was texting her friend. Suddenly, the teacher asked her to read something. Carla started reading from her book, but everyone laughed and the teacher looked angry. Then Carla realized her mistake. She was reading from her history book instead of her English book. She was really embarrassed.
She was in an English class. Also,
Yes.
tienen el texto.
And she text to her friends.
Okay, she was texting, so she was distracted. And then when she had to read, what happened?
She read the wrong book.
She read from the wrong book and everyone started laughing. That's not that funny. If someone reads from history, it's not actually funny, right? Okay, so we have 5 stories. The first one, la que dijeron las chicas, el group number 1, ¿qué twist había? Help me, girls.
What?
¿Qué pasaba en su historia?
Que se macheteaba.
Estaba haciendo machete.
Que se macheteaba.
Okay.
No había podido estudiar.
Because she had her aunt's birthday. In the second one, we have a party with the principal, que todo el mundo juega junto. In number 3, we have the teacher falling on the blackboard. Number 4, we have the football match. And number 5, que es la original story, we have the reading on the history book. Which one do you think is better? Your story or
Number
the
1.
original? Your story?
The most...
La más creativa. ¿Cuál es la que más le gustó?
Number 2.
Number 2? Yeah, I like that. It's good. Good. The original one is kind of boring, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, that is it for today. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions?
No.
No? Well, then I will see you on Thursday and we will keep working on Unit 4 in the book. Vamos a hacer un montón de trabajo el jueves. So be ready. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Miss.